Today we're taking a look at these NCAAB matches, which are happening on Saturday, March 12, 2022, and giving you our parlay picks for these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Indiana vs Iowa. Go with Indiana +6. And here is why. The Hawkeyes have played well in recent weeks and come into this game on a 2-game winning streak. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Hoosiers, which will give them their 4th win in a row and 8th win in their last 9 games. Indiana essentially punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament with their upset win over Illinois in the quarterfinals on Friday. Perhaps we see a letdown in this game, but if not, the Hoosiers have some decent matchup edges against Iowa. It starts with their defense, which ranks 18th in KenPom's adjusted offensive efficiency metric. They're unlikely to completely shut down the nation's 3rd-ranked defense for Iowa, but there are some underlying metrics that suggest they could prevent a Hawkeye explosion. When defending Iowa, you have to be good in transition defense, as the Hawkeyes use transition at the 28th highest rate in the country and rank in the 88th percentile when utilizing transition, per synergy. They're capable of going on a game-breaking run at any moment if their opponent can't defend in transition. Luckily for Indiana, they rank in the 90th percentile in transition defense. If they can limit fast break points, they'll have a great chance of keeping the game close throughout. On the other end, Indiana should be able to run their offense through the post like they normally do. Indiana utilizes post-ups at the 5th highest rate in the country, per synergy. Iowa has struggled defending in the post this season, ranking in just the 35th percentile in post-up defense. Look for Indiana to carry their momentum from their wins over Michigan and Illinois and keep this within a few possessions. Our second parlay pick is Texas A&M vs Arkansas. Arkansas -6.5 points. And here is why. Texas A&M has knocked off Florida and top-seeded Auburn in its first 2 games of the SEC tournament. Through the first 2 games, Texas A&M is scoring an average of 75.0 points per game, and the Aggies are allowing an average of 71.0 points per game. On the season, Texas A&M is averaging 73.1 points per game and shooting 44.4%. The leading scorer for Texas A&M is Quentin Jackson with an average of 14.5 points per game, and Jackson is shooting 48.4%. Henry Coleman III, who has led Texas A&M in scoring in both of the first 2 games of the tournament, is the 2nd leading scorer with an average of 11.3 points per game. Coleman III is shooting 56.2%. Marcus Williams is the leader in assists, but is sidelined with an injury, and therefore the active leader in assists is Wade Irvin IV with an average of 2.3 dishes per contest. Texas A&M Aggies continued their impressive run on Friday when they upset number 1 Auburn in the SEC tournament quarterfinals. The Tigers' largest lead was just 1 point, while the Aggies were as many as 20 points ahead in the middle of the second half. Tyrus Radford led the Texas A&M scoring with 19 points, while Quentin Jackson and Henry Coleman combined for 33 points in the win. They now advance to the SEC semifinals on Saturday to play the Arkansas Razorbacks, who defeated the LSU Tigers on Friday 79-67. Coach Buzz Williams likes to pressure Texas A&M's opponents with a physical defense and presses over 13% of the time. In their press defense, the Aggies hold opponents to 0.738 PPP, which ranks in the 85th percentile per synergies metrics. However, considering this will be their 3rd game in as many days, the Aggies may not have the stamina to defend with their usual intensity. They also may lack enough stamina to counter Arkansas's defense, which ranks at the top of the 2nd KenPom's efficiency metric. I think Arkansas will be able to control the game with its duo of senior point guards, J.D. Noddy and Chris Likes, who have shown their ability to lead their offense at a high level while taking care of the ball. Arkansas can also rely on Jalen Williams in the post, who averaged 12 points and 11 rebounds in 2 games against the Aggies this year. Take Arkansas. Our third parlay pick is Tulane vs Houston. Houston -12.5 points. And here is why. Freshman guard Jalen Cook has been playing well for the Tulane Green Wave as he is averaging 18 points, 2.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.6 steals in 33.8 minutes per game. He is shooting the ball 42.9% from the floor, 39.1% from the three-point line, and 79.5% from the three-point line. In his last game against Temple, Cook played 20 minutes and finished with 14 points, 1 rebound, and 3 steals. The beauty of the Cougars' dominance this season, particularly in the AAC, is that they aren't just winning but winning comfortably. They are ranked 5th overall in the KenPom rankings and have the 14th and 13th most efficient offense and defense. Houston doesn't go deep to its bench, so the top 6 players are incredibly conditioned and dominant. The Cougars have the number 1 defense in the country in terms of field goal percentage, and Tulane does not have the kind of offense that can combat that. Again, I've said it before, Houston's depth will come back to haunt them against deeper, more talented teams, but Tulane is not one of those teams. Houston will control tempo, will contest shots, and will pull away by making easy buckets themselves in the paint. Senior guard Kyler Edwards has been playing well for the Houston Cougars as he is averaging 13.6 points, 5.9 rebounds, 3 assists, 0.4 blocks, and 1 steal in 33.4 minutes per game. He is shooting 36.9% from the field, 32.6% from beyond the arc, and 71.6% from the charity stripe. In his last game against Memphis, Edwards played 36 minutes and finished with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, a steal, and 3 turnovers. The Tulane Green Wave have been a decent defensive program as they are giving up 71.6 points per game so far. They have been doing pretty well defending shots as they are allowing 42.1% throughout the season and 34.1% from 3 so far. The Houston Cougars have been giving up 58.9 points per game so far this season. They are leading the sport with 37.2% as a whole this season, while also giving up 29.6% from 3 this year, which is 16th in the country. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.